Hey guys, I am reading this book, Renovated by Jim Wilder, and I'm on page 44, and it is blowing my mind and definitely building on the concepts of Hesed love and Hesed attachment, emotional maturity, and character development. And this is just absolutely amazing. First of all, the Bible so much talks about character and uses the word character, and emotional maturity is a big part of the definition of character. And one of the main goals of the Christian life is to develop Christ-like character. So if we say it another way, Christ's emotional maturity. And I love Dallas Willard's definition of Christ-like character and how we can tell if we have Christ's character, Christ's emotional maturity, is do we spontaneously love our enemies? And when we encounter enemies, we encounter difficult situations with people, do we spontaneously and initially act with love and love them spontaneously without thinking? Because when the conscious mind has to choose to act and may choose to act lovingly, that's great and that's something we want, but that's not the deepest form of character. That's not the deepest form of emotional maturity, because the deepest form of emotional maturity and character is where we act spontaneously without thinking in the way that Christ would. That is Christ's character. Anyway, so the question is, how in the world do we develop Christ's character and emotional maturity? And that is what is blowing me away in this book. He talks about we need to have Hesed connection, Hesed love, Hesed attachments with people who exhibit more of Christ's character than we do. And the amazing examples were when the disciples were in the boat and Jesus was sleeping and the storm was there, and they wake him up and said, "Don't you even care if we die?" They had not yet developed the Hesed connection, that Hesed love attachment with Christ. They were still forming that relationship. And therefore, Jesus could not calm his disciples with the storm still persisting. The best thing he could do in that scenario was just to calm the storm and show them who he is, so that they would pursue on their journey of connecting with him. But then to show the disciples progress, Jim Wilder here talks about then another time where they see Jesus walking on water, and there's a storm and the disciples are in the boat, and Peter gets out of the boat and can walk on water, and he has face-to-face, eye-to-eye connection with Jesus. So at that, he has received by that point and gotten a Hesed connection with Jesus. And when he loses that Hesed connection, he loses that eye contact, then he falls in the water and the external circumstances take over. And then he says, "Jesus, help me." And that connection happens again, and Jesus helps bring him back on top of the water. But that is just amazing to me, that the way we develop Christ-like character is to develop Hesed connection with someone or a group of people who demonstrates Christ's character more than we do, and it transfers. In fact, I think it's Luke chapter, I'm not sure what, but it's kind of early in Luke, where Jesus talks about when he sends out the apostles, he sends out the disciples 2 by 2, and he tells them to stay at someone's house. And they all are going to stay at different people's house. And he said, when you arrive there, say to them, peace to this house. And if a man of peace is there, then your peace will rest upon him. But if not, it will return to you. I mean, peace, shalom peace, which includes Christ's character and emotional maturity, is transferable. And it's done through that highway of Hesed connection with someone who has the peace, who has Christ's heart. I mean, that is just blowing me away this morning. And I just wanted to share it. Love you guys. Bye-bye.